Hey everybody, welcome to the Screw City Podcast. It's me, Ian, with my boys.
Alex.
Shibby. I don't exist.
So, So guys, I got a question.
What's up?
What's the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to you in public?
Holy shit. I got a good one.
All right, let's hear it.
So I was I want to believe junior in high school.
Yeah.
And I was on a field trip. We went to the art museum in Chicago. It was great. Had a lot of fun.
Good day in Chicago.
Yeah, good day in the Chicago, the Polish sausage, all that good shit. But there was this girl that I was like super obsessed with at that time in my life. And I was like, hey, I'm going to go talk to her.
Try to move your smooth
creepy.
moves at the museum.
I'm like trying to sit there and be like,
Hey,
creeping in and being weird.
let me get your number.
Yeah. So I was like talking to the girl and she was like, hey, and she was like with all of like her girlfriends.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, you're so funny. I was like, haha, yeah, totally. Yeah. Whatever.
He's not that funny.
Yeah, no, literally I wasn't. Because
She just thought you were cute.
No, I was kind of an idiot.
He's cute. Not that funny.
Yeah.
Girls don't think guys are funny.
But homegirl and I were like kicking it off. We were having a good time. We were like talking, and then all of a sudden, like we were about to leave. We were at the Bean in Chicago.
Yeah.
Wait, if you're from Chicago or the Illinois area,
Did you make a flick the bean?
Chicago.
Fresh off a bean.
Did you make a flick the bean joke?
No, I
You
did
missed
not.
an opportunity.
No, I wasn't that creepy.
It's not creepy. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Maybe for you because you're a robot.
Yeah.
So,
You programmed him to be a pervert.
but we were leaving the Bean and we were like talking. I was like still hanging out with her and her girls, and I got shit on by a seagull on an all black shirt, just straight shit from a seagull.
That's a sign, my friend.
And I was like,
It's pretty bad.
literally. And I got laughed at, and I was like, cool.
Feels bad, man.
I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen, and I don't want to fucking, just ruin my whole life from this point on. I just don't want to fucking kill myself. Like, that's how I felt, because at the time I was like, that's fucking terrible. Life is hard. I got shit on by a fucking seagull.
She probably would have killed you in your sleep or something, dude. That was God sending you a message.
Yeah.
Probably, honestly.
I'd consider that like a blessing.
If she didn't, I will.
He saved you.
Yeah.
But it's a perfect segue into my embarrassing story, I guess. Speaking of shit, seems to be a reoccurring theme on this podcast.
Another
A lot
shitty
of
story.
Sex dolls and shit.
Oh, we always tell shitty stories.
The Screw Shitty Podcast.
Yeah. So, any
Terrible
hoosers.
joke. Don't laugh at that. That was bad, Joe.
I don't have it pulled up where I'd make fun of you with a pad, but that's on another page.
I think I talked about this on a previous episode. I'm not quite sure, but some people know. But I used to work at a haunted house company called the back in the days when we had those haunted houses and stuff, fun
just
stuff to do
sounded-
around here.
Just side note, Alex just sounded like the fucking dude from the, what was it? Unreal Tournament? Fucking monster kill. Like, you just did a perfect fucking...
I fucking love that game.
Dude, he did a perfect... That was fucking great.
Monster kill.
That was so good. Holy shit.
Holy shit, we just found a talent.
I haven't played that in so long.
God damn it, that's amazing.
But wait, Ian, go back to your story.
Monster kill.
Hold on.
Talk
We're gonna
about
let
it.
Please
Let Ian be impressive at this point, but let's take a minute to accept Alex real quick because that's incredible.
That was nice.
Wait, hold up. I got an applause. We'll get it there. There we go. See,
There
look
we
at
go.
it. You did great.
Get fucked.
Were you asking me to open this?
No, I'm passing it off.
Okay.
He's just handing beers around, dude.
Beers all around,
We're
boys.
trying to be
I got a
polite.
live studio audience.
Yeah, hey, live audience.
By the way, yeah, we do have a live audience.
Hey. All right. So, yeah, I used to work at a haunted house for a few years. Shout out to Ann Nabber, the lady who used to own Trail Screams. She passed away, I think it was back in 2019.
Rip. That was kind of insensitive.
Yeah, it was
Rest
super
in peace
insensitive.
for
That
her.
was horrible.
Rest in peace for her.
Yeah, you're a terrible person.
Yeah, rest in peace, Ann. You are missed. So, anyways, I worked there for a few years, and my first year there was back when they still ran it out of Camp Winnebago.
Yeah.
And then later they ran out of like Stillman, and then they built a place up in South Beloit. Anyways, my first year there at Winnebago, when you're like one of the newer people there, they don't stick you in like a scene out there because it's like a trail you walk from one setup to another of like a themed like horror show. So they put random actors out in the woods to just hide and like pop out and scare people as they're walking down the trails, and that's what I did. And so they just put me in like a one-piece like clown outfit and mask, and I was just supposed to jump out and scare people. Like,
Real quick, Ian.
Yeah?
You're not scary.
I made a good clown. I made a good psycho clown back in the day.
Ian's spooky.
It's going to take a lot of makeup.
I'll get some pictures. I'll send them to Shibby to put up in the fucking picture. Great, I look like a straight up juggalo. But
Listen, I love you,
Sad
buddy,
fact-
but I'd be more scared of a juggalo than you.
Sad fact, Ian is not terrifying.
I made a guy. I made a
awesome,
military guy
and I
piss
love him.
himself.
I love Ian
Yeah, but they're
so
pussy.
much,
Yeah,
but
Ian said,
goddamn.
shut up.
I
I'll
want
put
a
a spooky.
I want a pizza for it.
Ian said he's spooky. Leave him alone, guys.
Listen, I love Ian to death, but that being said, currently, I can't see it.
And I have another story about how I made a girl go into like a full blown panic attack. That
You're proud of that? He's like, yeah, I almost killed this girl.
it's still like
I
every
gave
now and
someone
again, I think
PTSD.
about that and I just feel horrible. If you're
Dude, I
out there, I'm
caused
so
3
sorry.
heart attacks.
We're literally not talking about your past relationships. It's fine.
So my first year working at this place, I'm out in the middle of this stretch of woods in a fucking one-piece clown outfit with a mask because we like your first year there, no one's gonna bother to put makeup on you.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm out there sitting and you're just out there for hours and you got nothing to do. And I had to go to the bathroom real bad.
Nature calls.
And you're out in the middle of Camp Winnebago. The nearest bathroom is like 1.5 miles away up at the safe house where like everyone comes in at, and that's also where we all get dressed and do our makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the nearest bathroom, and I'm about a few hundred yards away from like my post or whatever, trying to work my way up there, and I did not make it.
God. No, what kind of not make it? Like just a little bit, or like you just did not make it?
I
You
did not
shit
make
your
it. I
pants.
full blown did not make it.
He
dumb.
straight up ruined.
What kind of
that
pants
There was no
outfit.
way I was gonna be able to like bolt off into like the
Were you wearing your
bolt
own
off into the
pants?
woods and like get this
no
one piece
pants?
outfit off and then get like my actual clothes off and like squat.
okay.
Like there's no way that was gonna happen. So I had a little accident in the woods.
Hey, dude, we've all been there. I get that.
So
Have we?
but then I had to make my way back up to the safe house and clean myself up and then get back to work without anyone finding out. So that was fun.
I mean, you just ditch that pair of
So wait,
undies, man.
just
Those
like
are
you
good.
did that,
Those are
they didn't
burner.
find out. Like
Nope.
you were able to
So
clean
yeah,
up
it was
enough?
something embarrassing that happened, but luckily no one ever found out about it until now.
Until the
I
whole
posted up
world.
on the internet for
The whole
everyone to hear about.
200
By the way,
views.
for everyone that views this in the future and whatever.
But I'm sure anyone who knows me knows that I've been.
He's a shitty guy.
I've had some embarrassing moments in public. So
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Dude, I've had some really ones, but I
Yeah,
literally have blocked them all out.
no. Hold on.
I'm not
Let's,
taking over. I'm just saying I've blocked them all out.
No,
I don't remember one.
I'm not saying you're taking over. I'm saying I want you to tell them.
I want to tell
hear
them.
it.
I literally can't remember any of them.
Stop.
Well,
I'm not
think
kidding.
on
That's
it.
a
and I'll tell
goddamn
them
come
all.
lie.
on, I've taken drop kicks
It's
to the
not.
head, and I
I'm
still
trying to
remember a lot of
remember it
stories.
now. I also
I
did
don't
drugs
blame
for 10 years.
Look, I don't blame him. I was having a hard time thinking of it, but I thought of one. So
No,
I'll-
it's me
okay,
for sure.
Shibby, what you
I
got?
got one.
What you
All
got,
right.
Shibby?
It's not too bad, but it's pretty. It hurt my feelings as a kid, you know. So I was in 8th grade probably, and everyone had the Justin Bieber fucking haircut and all that stuff.
No,
so I
it was
had,
just you, bud.
So you're looking like a douche.
Most people have
Sounds
like
about right.
a little
Looking
bit
like
longer
coconut
hair,
head.
right? So my mom usually would trim my hair up and cut it right because she used to do that back in the day.
Gets out the bowl.
Yeah, no. So she was never really that bad, but this one time she like cut the back like too short, right? And me like being mad that she cut it short.
You get a
was
Karen
like-
haircut?
Yeah, literally. So I was like, why would you like do that? So being a kid, I didn't want her to cut all my hair off because as a kid, you're like, no, it's my hair and shit. So she left like what she could.
Yeah.
And I had like bangs like super long and terrible, and the back was super short.
Nice.
So I had to go to school for a day like that because like the neck. I mean, it was so bad that as a kid I fucking cried. I'm pretty sure that my hair was
So
that bad.
your stupid ass
So-
goes into school
And then
one
wait.
day, and you're like, I just want to break you down so
Shut
badly. I just want to
Shut
be.
up.
Like, get the fuck out of here. You
Oh, like,
fucking
look, like-
Taking Back Sunday,
So look,
pussy.
no, at this time I wasn't even taking back Sunday, and I didn't even want that haircut.
I was
so
in them.
You don't even know
never
what music was
So-
at that point.
I was
Nelson, you
eighth
can't even
grade.
act like you didn't ever have some embarrassing
Yeah.
haircuts.
Yeah, I didn't wanna
We've all
hear
had
it.
some really
trust me.
bad
I
hairstyles.
literally shared them on
Wait,
Facebook.
it gets worse because
Nah, Alex and I have embarrassing beards now.
yeah.
like at the end of the year, you get your book and shit, and like people are putting like the best day of the year, and someone
Yeah.
put when Alex came to school with his haircut. I was like,
Ouch.
You. And was the worst of it was the person who wrote that was some nerdy kid. So I'm like, damn, this
Dunked on by
motherfucker's
some
coming.
nerd.
The day that I didn't get my ass kicked because Alex
and like
did.
not to toot my own horn, but in 8th grade, like I was fairly popular, so I was like, damn, like that like hurt my like that hurt my fucking like crap.
Oh, how
I
the
was like,
mighty have
damn.
fallen, Shibby.
Yeah,
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
It's fallen.
Feels bad, man.
I'm popular in bad ways nowadays. Everyone's
you're
like,
not-
I know you, but I don't like you.
You're
It's
not
different.
popular at all.
Fuck.
Dude, legit, I feel bad because honestly, like, I'm the first person to rip on myself, and I can't remember any. I'm sure that in therapy they're gonna come out because I shut them all.
No,
down,
they'll just
dude.
wake you up out
Not
of a cold
really-
sleep.
I've shut
Not
them
really
all
an
down.
embarrassing
The most
story.
embarrassing was literally like the time that like I wore that fucking like Abercrombie shirt that was a little too small, and somebody was like,
not
"You're
too
too
bad.
big for that," and I just chirped back at them.
This isn't
and, like
really
I don't want to be
embarrassing,
that
but
guy.
you just broke my chair.
I did just. Oh yeah, I'm fat as fuck. I did break
First
his chair.
off-
That's not why it's embarrassing. You just broke my chair. I don't care.
Peek behind the
fucked.
curtain. I did break his chair because I'm fat as shit.
He broke my chair. He paid
You
for a
don't
new one.
exist.
He paid for a new one.
I don't know.
He's a
but
robot. He weighs a lot.
I'm a super fat robot.
Steel's heavy. Bro.
I'm a
Steel's
robot that
heavy.
really likes beefaroo, and he fucked up a chair. I'd be
Programmer
embarrassed
robot.
about it. I'd be embarrassed about it, but I don't give a shit.
Something to be embarrassed about. You bought me a new one, so I got a new chair.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I shouldn't be this fat, but I really like food, and I live
good,
with
dude.
no
I
one.
mean, I like food too.
Not to mention Rockford. Shout out, great fucking food. As a
God
result, I
damn
eat a lot
right.
of
We
it.
talked about this on the first episode
Yes,
ever.
but Portillo's is better than
No,
beef.
no, no. I
Get fucked.
He's
I
wrong,
hate
but
you
I'm
so
not
goddamn much.
I did tell all these idiots
I have
that
class.
legitimately the other day I was hanging out with my cousin and I ate a euro at Pita Pit and it did not
Didn't hit the spot?
Didn't hit the spot. So on the way home, I stopped and allegedly stoned got
tell
a
you, John.
euro from Uncle Nick's because that's the right thing to do.
Hell yeah.
So shout out Uncle Nick's. You motherfuckers rolling blunts on the counter when I'm trying to order a euro, and I respect you for it, dude.
That's pretty awesome.
I've literally been in there and I've walked in. They hit it. I'm like, you ain't gotta hide nothing, bro. And they just proceeded
Which one
to
do you go?
continue
You go to the
rolling
one
blunts.
downtown or
Say
do you go to
less.
the one on East State?
I
No,
love
you
them.
have to.
By the way, they're both on
downtown
East State.
Uncle Nick's.
They're both on East
Okay,
State. but
well,
you know
the
what I
one
mean.
is the one that's not downtown is way
The
closer.
downtown one.
East Side.
Dope. The one that's not downtown is 10%
Right.
worse and it's way closer. So I'm gonna
All
get
of that was allegedly.
For you.
We don't know if they really do that.
I'm not saying allegedly. I smoke weed. That shit's legal.
Also,
It's not legal to smoke.
I
in
just
your
need to say,
Fuck it
get,
isn't.
restaurant.
get fuck Shibby. Just for fun. Fuck him.
Me?
I hate him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's mad at me for saying Portillo's is better.
I will literally hit you with a goddamn chair on the podcast. Don't fucking try
This
me.
is not the
That
WWE
would
dog.
probably get us views. So I
do
mean, you
do
could do
do
it.
do
You could do it, dude.
do 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 do.
What else do we
Anyways,
have? We got
Ian has another question he needs to ask.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, he does. He's like,
This is the drunkest podcast we've ever done.
Yeah.
Let me check my notes here real quick.
It's
'cause
Come
drunk
on, we talked about this before.
I'm a fucking idiot.
We're professionals.
Oh, yeah, totally legit.
Super professional.
I'm not a professional.
Just
Come on, goddammit.
Just because it's expensive doesn't mean the content's any good.
well, when you're looking for one, I got one. Fucking jackasses on quads. Rockford. That's a Rockford.
Dude,
fucking-
It's
yeah.
not just a Rockford thing. That also have like
But
Detroit,
That's
DC.
everywhere.
But that's like a Rockford staple. Is what I'm saying. The quads running
no,
around.
Detroit, DC. That's huge.
You just see him like riding around like like
Meek
they just-
Mill is in
pretty
jail
recklessly
for that.
sometimes. Like
By the way,
Fair enough,
So
fair
it's
enough.
not Rockford only.
I wasn't saying it was Rockford only. I'm saying
It
it's a
was in
state-
jail. I don't
it's
know if he
something
still is.
Rockford has. Very prominent.
just people riding, yeah, 4-wheelers and dirt bikes through the road. Like
I will admit, like they get a little brazen with it, and I do have some
definitely.
like I have some like family members who have allegedly, and I don't know that they did because they're also liars, said that they like let the truck go a little too far to the right, and I'm like, well, that's a dickhead move. Like the guy's on the shoulder.
I would never
like,
do
stop
anything
being a
like that, but I will say this to the ones that ride really aggressively and fuck with people and like
Get
ride
hit
through,
by a
like
car.
blow through intersections and shit, like blowing stop
Nah,
signs.
to
Like,
be honest, dude, I don't care. Like legitimately, if somebody's doing something crazy like that, I'm like,
but
I'm
you're gonna crash into someone and like
and that's
fuck
fair.
up their day.
And that's fair. But like honestly, to me,
kill
I'm
'em.
like I'm being kind of a part of history. It's hilarious. And like, I don't run that late for anything. So I'm like, whatever. You cost me 5 minutes. You cost me 5 minutes. Not the end of the fucking world.
Eh.
I just think it's
it's
funny.
the end of the world. I'm trying to get somewhere and someone's fucking driving slow or in my way. I hate that shit, dude.
People
Okay,
go
well,
slow
you're
in the
also
left
a
lane.
fucking psychopath who grew up in Chicago. You fucking moron.
Fair enough.
Rockford is not the
Fair
place to
enough.
be upset about traffic,
Fair
man.
enough, dude.
By the way, go to Phoenix, dude. It makes Chicago look like a fucking walk in the park.
No, I love.
Oh, yeah?
No, I beg to differ. I was in
Well,
Arizona
because you can go
a year
at
ago.
98 miles an hour before
It's
anybody's
on
like,
a fucking grid. It's nice.
it's not.
open.
Go on the fucking highways. Literally, every time
open.
I've been down there, we've been going 98 miles an hour, and somebody in an Audi comes up behind with nobody in the other lanes and like flashes their brights and goes around. around.
Oh, I mean, I can't.
No
speak for
one
that.
stops.
I'm speaking for like how open the roads.
Okay,
are.
well, I was going out of Scottsdale, and in one trip,
Yeah.
at 3 p.m. From 3 to 4 p.m., we were driving out of Scottsdale, and I saw 5 accidents.
Jesus.
And I was not blown away by it because of the shit that I saw on said drive. I was like, yeah, that's where 5 accidents comes from.
I mean, fair enough.
This is before they had dispensaries, and now I'm sure it's much better.
It's much better, people.
It is actually legit, probably much better.
But no, I was there a year ago, and I just liked how open the roads were compared to here. It's like
Yeah.
it's hugely
shitty.
open, but also
Yeah.
they drive like dog shit.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, I
That's bad
can't speak
Florida,
for how
though.
people drive.
And honestly, dude, I wish Whitey,
just talking
like,
about let
Whitey
out.
will never be on this podcast, but my friend Whitey,
Why wouldn't
he was
he?
telling me a story about when he lived there.
Your friend.
Yeah, he don't like you.
he told me. He told
Which
me.
is why he's my neighbor. He hates you. Which is why we were
my neighbor, he hates me.
we were talking about shit that happened in Phoenix about terrible drivers, and he was like, there was this guy on a street bike, and he was like, I was in a garage and I just heard this fucking noise.
Yeah.
And it was like whatever, like street bike going by, and then he looked down the street, and so they have in Phoenix they have these massive like gutters,
Yeah.
that you have to go through because it only rains like a few times a year, but it rains like
Monsoon
crazy.
season, yeah.
It goes bananas when it rains. So like they have these giant gutters, but 90% of the year they're not used. So this dude was running from the cops on a fucking street bike, and he went down in one of those rain gutters and jumped the fucking bike like
Kinda badass.
50 feet. And he walked down there and he's like, I mean, I saw some red.
Damn.
But apparently that's just like a common, that might have been Bobby, I'm not entirely sure, but that was definitely a Phoenix story. And it's very common. I mean, we bottomed out a Chevy Cruze trying to drive to Best Buy. We're both fat, but we're not that fat.
Jesus.
Chevy Cruzes are dope, dude. I wanted one of those for like ever.
Our live audience member.
For anyone who
said
can't
he
hear
is
it,
a
our
Chevy
live
Cruze.
audience member said he owns a Chevy Cruze, and Chevy Cruzes are dope. The Screw City podcast endorses Chevy Cruzes. Chevy Cruze.
Apparently.
Is it just me, or does anybody understand that?
I can't understand this sentence, you drunk fuck.
Yeah. Say that again in sober.
English.
Say that in sober, please. Try again.
Get fucked.
What were you gonna say about me? What
was
kind of
gonna say-
insult was coming my way?
Can anyone understand that Shibby literally looks like the baby and Bop be like,
What?
You might be the only one, dog.
yeah, I do.
Man, this really backs up my
fuck.
drunk theory.
I don't know.
What did I'm still not even sure what you
You
tried
just say
to
Shibby looks like the
say.
baby?
Yes, he looks like the baby.
I don't even know what the baby
He looks like the Armenian version of the baby.
By the way, that girl that does the fucking ass shaking thing and with the handstand, like she only does that. She's a one trick pony, but she does have an Instagram. I can pull it up.
We don't.
You familiar with her work?
Yeah, you.
I'm familiar with her work
You
because I was
cared
like,
enough
yo,
to
what
know
else does she
about
do? And then literally, like, I looked it up and it's
That's
like, oh, so you do that and that alone.
What did you think? You think she needed to do more than that?
I'm not saying it's not impressive. I'm just saying, like, it's literally, I was like, oh, what else can you do? If you can do that, you got to do some crazy shit. And I'm like, you're not a gymnast. You just shake your ass upside down.
Dude, that's talent.
It's not to
I
say that
bet
it's
she
not
makes
impressive.
a lot of money, though.
Oh,
You
a
enjoyed
massive
it.
quantity of money. Just fucking, we have a friend that makes a huge amount of money for no fucking reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, internet. Same motherfuckers. You guys are paying the wrong bitches,
I mean, fair.
including Shibby.
Literally.
Yeah, subscribe to my OnlyFans, guys.
He ain't worth a goddamn dime.
I don't know all this hostility is coming towards.
I don't either, man. I think we're all just fucked up.
I didn't do anything.
Literally,
I'm the
it's
punching
we're all
bag.
fucked up.
For once, it's not me, thank God.
Yeah, let's pick on Ian again. Ian, what'd you fucking
Hold on.
do?
No, we're gonna do that when we come back from our break.
Alex
time
might
for a
have.
break? He's
What
just-
do you got planned,
Yeah.
motherfucker? Because I
Yeah.
had nothing.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I want to pick on him, but I just like him.
Alex needs a minute, I think. I think that's what's going on here.
Pee break.
He needs a sober break. He needs a liquor break.
All right, guys, we can take a break.
We'll be back.
It's an early break, but we're fucked up.
Hopefully
So
Alex
just,
comes back. You know, if he's not
I'll
here,
be
you
here.
know what happened.
It'll be fine.
Could be
we'll see you
sleeping.
fuckers in
Sleeping
about.
on the table.
Yeah.
We'll see you fuckers in 30 seconds.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Secrets kept
Welcome back to the Screw City podcast. We're back from our intermission. Well, 2 of us are back from the intermission.
Yeah.
Well, 3. Josh.
Yeah.
No, not real.
He's not conscious.
Not real.
You dang robot.
Drunk robot.
Hang in
Drunk
there, buddy.
bot.
Hang in there.
What?
Oh, he's back from the dead.
Get back.
Welcome back, Alex.
He's alive. We weren't sure if he was going to be here for this one.
Yeah, we're here.
Mostly.
So,
We've been.
what were we just talking about, Ian?
We're getting a little loose and loud in here earlier, and I was thinking, like, man, his neighbors probably hate us, and that made me think, like,
Oh,
shit.
who are some shitty neighbors you guys have had? Because man, I've had a few.
Chibi's got some shitty neighbors,
I've
dude.
had some real shit neighbors,
Alright.
so I'm excited to see what
So-
other people have to say.
I used to live on this busy road, and across the street were these 2, let's just call them crackheads for like quick
For being
term.
politically
It
correct.
may have been meth, you
Yeah,
insensitive
exactly. That's why I'm saying that. But probably it was probably a little bit of everything.
fuck. It was an upper.
It was a little bit of everything, right?
They're peeping through the peephole.
But me and my friends would literally sit on my porch and smoke weed outside and watch them because they had like
Degenerates.
screen doors. We would watch them from across the street, just like fighting over like, you smoked the last bit, talking about whatever drug they were talking about.
yeah.
You'd see like furniture be thrown.
I've seen that, yeah.
You'd see a bunch of shit. So they were pretty fun neighbors, you know. They weren't the worst, but they were fun.
Reminds me of a neighbor we used to have. Nelson, you might remember this guy, or at least remember the reference that you might have heard before of Crystal Meth Jeff.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this crazy.
Crystal
Like
Meth.
he looked like a straight up skinhead, and he would just like stand on his like he would come out of his place like shirtless and drinking a bottle of like have a 40 or something, just big old bottle of booze. And you just start shouting shit at people like walking by or driving by, and like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was like a neo-Nazi or something. And hide on crystal meth and just come out and scream for like 20 minutes, go back inside, come back out a few hours later, scream at people, and go back inside.
So as a future, sorry, I'll let you get back. But as a previous addict, I can definitely tell you when it comes to things that are like uppers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that are fighting against other drugs, they're losing.
Oh, for
It's literally whatever upper you did, it's winning the battle. It's gonna win the battle.
Of the uppers.
You can take whatever you want, it ain't winning.
That's why people drink and then just
So
do
it's
a couple
hilarious.
lines of coke.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's
Fine.
like as a former coke addict, whatever else, like
Allegedly.
it's
Allegedly.
hilarious to hear people that are like, "Oh, I did
Allegedly.
this, whatever." Allegedly,
Yeah,
It's like-
allegedly.
but it's like that you see these people that are just like, "Oh, I was drinking on it." I'm like, "You weren't drinking. It doesn't matter that you were drinking.
you were drinking, but
did
it wasn't
nothing.
affecting you.
It was
Yeah.
fighting cocaine.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
and it loses every time.
a stupid battle.
So
Continue.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, buddy.
Anyway, any other stories of some shitty neighbors?
Oh yeah, actually, well, here's one. Not such a shitty neighbor because he ended up being a friend, but just as the first time that we ever met him.
Yeah.
So allegedly, a former roommate of mine and I lived in a kind of a building situation, kind of like whatever. So there was somebody that lived in the back unit on our same floor, and he came home one day, and me and this roommate had been smoking a copious amount of alleged marijuana.
Copious.
We didn't put a towel under the door because we didn't do shit. Because we were
Fucking
like, we
amateurs.
smelled it plenty. No, the whole thing is like we smelled it plenty, whatever. So we get this knock on the door, like fucking police knock. Like clearly it's the SWAT
The
team.
aggressive knock.
And we get this knock and we open it up, and this dude like is standing there with his family, and he's just like, "What's up? We're just trying to tell you we're the people in the back hallway, whatever." And then like his family left, and he was like, "By the way, I know what y'all doing in there. Just so you know, I can call the cops whenever I want." And we're like, "Oh,
it.
I don't know what you're saying." He was like, "I'm just playing, man." It's fucking
okay.
That's nice.
Dude, his name was Montez, and he's one of my favorite people. I wish I had his number still. Miss you, Montez. If
Damn.
you hear this, fucking hit me up, dude.
He won't.
He won it all, but I love him to death, dude. It was one of my
cool.
favorite people. It was the first time I had oxtail. Like we hung out at all the barbecues and shit. It was my favorite time in the world, dude. That's
cool.
He taught us about back pages, allegedly.
Jesus Christ.
We never used it, but he taught it.
Oh, sure you didn't.
Yeah, sure.
We looked around.
I got a hammer through at my my door of my apartment.
That just sounds like a
Nice.
Tuesday.
Yeah, no. So the person who lives directly across the hall from my apartment,
Yeah.
she doesn't like people having fun.
She hates fun.
Yeah, she hates fun.
Yeah, sounds like most
Literally
neighbors.
hates fun.
I don't like it when you
Or
have
does she
fun.
just hate when you play loud music at 3 a.m.?
No, it's not
That
even
sounds like
that.
fun.
She would literally call the cops on me at about 5 p.m.
What the fuck?
trying to file a noise complaint.
You're
And
wasting your time. There's no noise ordinance then.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, and she would do that.
Wasting
And
the cops' time.
You know what's more fucked up is the cops would still show up. They would still show up.
Because they got nothing better to do. There's nothing else going on in Rockford. It's not like we have a potential serial killer on the loose.
I have
Right. We
I
have
have
a-
one more neighbor story after this. But
Yeah, that's fine. But like, how
You reminded me.
Like, are you serious? Like, you're gonna have cops who technically all of us pay
yeah.
to show up.
By the way,
I pay
at my place.
by the way, yeah, tell them that. They love that.
Yeah.
They will
Yeah.
never arrest you if you just tell them you pay. They're like, oh my God, I didn't realize.
You're
Right.
the boss.
Wait, what? You pay us? Oh, my bad. Let
Jesus,
you go.
dude, I forget that every day.
Thanks.
Do you know I forget that you guys pay me? You
should
don't deserve a
start
ticket.
acting right.
I
But-
made a mistake.
But it's one of those things where it was really fucked up because it was like 5 p.m.
Kind of like you.
Yeah. Not even gonna lie about that. But no, like 5 p.m. on like a Saturday. So it's a weekend day.
Were you doing drunk karaoke?
No, just hanging out, listening to music.
Can we do
chilling.
karaoke?
What?
Can we do that? Can we do drunk karaoke?
Both of you are like unintelligible
drunk.
at this point. I was like, what are you guys?
I was gonna say, I was like, I thought I was the one who's fucked up.
You are, but
You guys are sharing it right now.
But no. So they tried to call the cops on me,
Yeah.
and the cops literally showed up and were like, this is fucking dumb. I was like, first off, why did you show up? And they're like, I don't know. I was like, so literally you showed up here for no fucking reason. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. And they left. And because the person who lived across the hall from me was so upset that the cops didn't do anything for me just doing what I was doing, she threw a fucking hammer at my fucking door.
She's going to be real upset when she needs that hammer later.
Insane.
she's gonna be really upset when she gets evicted.
She literally straight up was like, what?
Do you call the cops back over?
No, because I was just like,
no,
I
'cause
literally
Alex is
opened
a
up.
fucking gangster.
No, because I literally opened up the door and I was like, the fuck is wrong with you? And
Ride
she's
or
like,
die.
while she's also, while she's still holding the hammer that she just threw, she grabbed it. She's like, I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? Are you seriously that dumb?
She lives in Rockford. That's what's wrong with her.
God. And I
So
was,
heroin.
It was,
Drugs or mental illness.
it was probably perks or something. Like, honestly,
Don't talk down about perks, man.
shut up.
They made some lives horrible.
Yeah.
But no, like that was like one of the most fucked up things I had to deal with in my apartment complex in the past year and a half.
Yeah, I do have one more before we get off.
I mean, that's
subject.
totally fine.
I can't believe I
yeah,
forgot
you
this.
go as long as you have 'em.
I can't believe I forgot about this one. So I'm not gonna say names or anything, but across the street, I heard that honk too. Do we drink on a honk, guys?
I guess we do.
I think we should drink on a honk. I have a Red Bull. It's close enough. All right. Do we need to do cheers? Air cheers. You got me. All right. As I was saying, neighbor across the street. Long story short, I'll keep it simple. He chased my next door neighbor
What?
with a hatchet.
What the
down
fuck?
down 11th Street. I want to say. it was down 11th Street.
Was he dressed as a
Catch
clown?
it, man.
No, just normal, drunken activities, but like trying to murder him. Not
Just a
like
normal day in Rockford.
Like this guy was going to kill him if he caught him with the hat. The
Oh,
hatchet.
yeah.
Thankfully, the guy was fast.
You don't play,
wasn't.
play
It
with a
wasn't.
machete.
No. This guy is in and out of prison. He was. She's one of those guys that's like, how are you? Like, how'd you get out? Like, I know you did some things.
So soon
like,
enough,
it
he's back to being in prison.
Good ass lawyers. That's how.
probably is.
Dude, we got
I don't
some good
know.
ones here,
But yeah,
dude.
dude. He chased a man with a hatchet and with full intent to murder said person. Like, and he's the kind of guy where you don't question it. Like, you just know, like, yeah, he was gonna kill that guy. Like, thank God you're fast. You were gonna be dead because he's that kind of crazy.
You know,
Jeez.
almost being dead will make you run pretty quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
fight or flight's a powerful drug.
yeah,
I'm a fat
it worked
motherfucker,
out.
but I will run if I'm about to
he
die.
would have caught you. He's
Oh,
this
sure.
guy was fast.
Yeah, anytime someone says like, "Oh, I'll kill you," or "I'll beat your ass," be like, "Yeah,
Dude.
catch me first."
We had a fun one, and it's a stupid story that has nothing to do with neighbors. But we,
cares?
my brother, his girlfriend was a bartender at our local bar for a
Yeah.
long time, and I showed up after work.
Yeah.
I got off at like 2, so I showed up like 2:30 to help her close up and just help out my brother and whatever. Well, they were trying to kick these people out, and this dude you know, super fucking like extra. I'm fucking hard, like trying to be hard, dude.
jeez.
Which is hilarious.
Wearing a tight ass tap out
No,
shirt.
it's not that. Like he was trying to be a gangbanger. Like he was with his cousin who was a legit coke dealer and one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Until
like legit,
you owe money.
No. Legit good dude. Like legit good dude. Would just like cut you off if you never paid him or whatever. And he's like, all right, I guess we're done.
right.
That's it. Very level headed guy. Well,
got his number?
cousin. Yeah, for real. But his cousin wanted to be a gangbanger so bad, and he wanted to be like Mr. Hard and like show how hard he is.
Yeah.
But he's trying to live in his cousin's shadow, who's a real gangbanger.
Yeah.
So this dude got kicked out. He was drunk as fuck, and we kicked him out. And he was like, "I'm trying to finish my beer," and she's like, "No, dude, I'm sorry. I told you we're done.
You're out."
He's like, "Well, he just showed up," and she's like, "Yeah, he's my fucking roommate. He's my closer. He's helping me close. He's making sure that I'm safe to get to my car." Well, this dude walked outside after we finally like kicked him out. There's two, you know, me and my brother, not small dudes. So we like escorted him outside. Well, we just hear some noise. He came up with an aluminum bat and just cracked on the back door and then went out and broke 9 windows out of our cars.
Jesus. Your car too and stuff?
Yeah, oh mine. I had
what
2
an
broken
asshole.
windows and then one and my brother, whatever.
Did you guys like kill him? Because I would.
No. We tried.
I tried. No.
No. They were hanging out and she was just yelling at him through the door and I just started running up to him with the bat still in his hand. I'm not trying. Like no fight story sounds good because you always either like, oh, it was the baddest or like,
Yeah,
I got my ass kicked. Like you never.
Goes one of two ways.
The facts of the matter are. I walked up to the dude, like bat and all. I was just like, well, now I'm furious. So like I forgot that he even had a bat. And I was just walking towards him like, well, I guess we're just gonna see what happens when I get to you. And he took off. I don't know what the hell scared him or whatever, because it clearly wasn't me. But
Yeah.
something scared him and he took off. And then we just
Was there
called
other
it-
people like a mob with you?
Yeah, I mean my
I mean,
brother
that's
my
probably
brother was
what
behind
scared
me.
him.
And I mean
It was the mob of people.
I was just kind of, I guess like the thought in my mind was just like, you can knock me out, but my brother's right behind me. So like you
That's,
gotta,
I mean, yeah. And
So-
Yeah,
the whole-
no. I'm
Next
surprised.
challenger.
I'm literally surprised Literally just beat the absolute
allegedly
shit.
not a I don't know his name.
You already also said
Bleep that out.
Yeah, fuck. Just kidding, love you. Your child is beautiful. But no, legitimately, like we got done with that and we just called his cousin and we're just like, yo, your dude broke windows. And then like literally he called him and was like, yo, dude, you breaking windows? You're gonna pay for those. And like you made him pay for like most of them at least. We didn't get all of them, but he made him pay for them. But yeah, that was definitely the most like crazy, not neighbor, but definitely the most crazy thing that we've done.
You just reminded me of other crazy instances that happened.
well,
Shibby, what's yours?
let's roll.
I was gonna say you literally shit on. You had your own shit in a fucking bag that you put on someone's car.
That wasn't neighbor related.
his
though.
Also,
shit either.
giant allegedly. Can we just
Allegedly,
fucking hold
yeah.
on? God damn it! Let me. I got
Wasn't
several
his
pages.
shit-
Also, that had nothing to do with
We
neighbors.
Allegedly.
talked about this a while
That
ago.
was nothing to do with neighbors. That was because someone egged my fucking car.
Yeah, but still.
So
And
they just,
also, it wasn't him, and I bleeped out the name.
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't my shit.
True. It was a different name that was said very hard.
Any
by
Hoosiers-
Ian.
Shibby, did you have a
We
story?
bleeped it out real hard.
Hey, speaking of forgetting to blur things. Now
Well,
it's been
it-
2 weeks ago, but I didn't blur out your slur.
He said
Your R
nice
word.
going.
He said the
idiot.
R word.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ian. That wasn't on purpose.
said it
Well,
with a
just so
hard
y'all
R
know,
too.
We
they're
all
all saying
said
it when
it
he
and we
censors
blurred.
it out.
Yeah.
So
In all
Yeah.
fairness,
Oh,
we've
throw
all
us
said
under
it.
the
So if you
bus.
want to cancel us, cancel all of us.
go for it.
Get fucked.
We don't mean it offensively.
No.
So Shibby,
I never have.
Alex,
Not
stop. Alex, you can cancel Alex.
Oh
He's
yeah, please cancel
cancelable.
Alex.
Yeah,
Dude,
we don't care.
He's
if you do.
literally the worst. Like,
End
cancel,
my fucking celebrity.
cancel him immediately. This dude will never be president.
Yeah.
He
anyone
just
else
called
have any good
himself a
neighbor stories?
celebrity.
Or,
Definitely cancel him.
I think that's all I had. For neighbors. I'm trying to think of some. Like we had
And,
some neighbors that were super weird and shit like that, but like nothing crazy.
I had one that completely killed a fucking party. Not even by like calling the cops or anything.
This
Well,
is
I
a
mean,
dick
someone called the
move.
cops. I'm not sure if it was her, but
It was her.
this is back when I like to throw a lot of house parties back in the day. And no one in my neighborhood really seemed to mind because the cops hardly ever showed up. There was one time where we threw a kegger. It was the last party I threw there, and yeah, cops never showed up. Really weird. It's like 100 people were at that fucking party. But anyway, this is a party before that, and we were all hanging out, and I'm in the kitchen, and we have this big square window that's on the back kitchen door. And I'm standing there talking to someone, and someone says, "Hey, there's someone at the back door." Now, typically at one of my house parties, like you can just walk in, like no one really cares or gives a shit. So, someone knows that someone's like knocking, like waving at the door, and I noticed it's my neighbor next door, and yeah, I opened it up and she like immediately like rushes in and like I'm like, is everything all right? And she, like I notice her arm's bloody. I'm like, what the what? Yeah, turns out her and the dude she'd been seeing at the time because she just divorced her husband and had been seeing some new guy.
Jesus.
And she's like, yeah, me and my boyfriend got into it, and oh, don't worry about this. I did this to myself to get away from him or some shit. I'm just like immediately like,
That doesn't make me less worried at all.
That was a lie.
I really wish I had the drop from your mom. So it was like,
so I'm like,
bit of
yeah,
math.
thinking, so now I'm thinking like this crazy boyfriend's gonna come looking for her at my place, and mind you, I have like a good amount of people partying in my house, and allegedly maybe some of them might have been not 21 at the time. I wasn't sure.
Doesn't matter about that. Who's got a gun?
Yeah,
There's somebody
that-
next door that's trying to fuck people up.
But anywho,
There was
yeah,
also people who were there who may have had a gun.
possibly, but so we didn't-
Allegedly.
So this lady, so eventually the cops show up to our neighborhood and start going door to door looking for her. And I have a house full of people that are drinking. And yeah, I gotta do the quick razzle dazzle of everyone get in the fucking basement or upstairs, turn off the lights and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And
They
yeah,
all
how-
listened at least.
What
yeah.
are all these cars doing here? Like, I don't know, man. People park here. What do you
Yeah.
want?
There's like 50 cars outside your
By the
house.
way, I
man.
charge people
own
over.
all of them.
I'm trying a new hustle.
She'd be
I'm
like, yeah, my
charging people to
fucking
park
neighbors
here.
were throwing a party earlier.
This is actually a car lot. You just
That's legitimately
look
it.
like one. It's right out
I don't
of
know,
the
man.
house.
Everybody's asleep. I don't know where they are.
Nice.
Dude, you are so ungraceful right now. Everything you're doing is so loud.
Wait.
him an
No, keep
applause.
going. We're good. I just want the applause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
But yeah, it turns out this neighbor of mine also knew her cousin lived up the street from us around the corner. So she's like, I'm going to sneak my way up the because the alley in the backyard connected all the houses.
Stop.
She's like, I'm going to cut through the alley and go up to
nothing
my
but
cousin's
sit
house and
there.
see her. So she eventually dips out and then, yeah, just real moment that killed
Yeah.
the whole fucking party. A
You
lot of
fuck
people
her,
dipped after
did you
that.
fuck her cousin?
No. This lady was like 30 years older than me.
You know.
Well,
But it was nice because I mean, my neighbor had this unspoken agreement that you don't narc to my folks about me throwing parties, and I don't say shit.
We had that at
Crazy.
my house on fucking Mulberry and Central. We were living down there and like the neighbors, we threw some ragers. I mean, the first one, literally there was people like you couldn't move in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
The whole backyard was asshole to elbow. And like obviously the
Asshole to
house is
elbow, that's a
full.
new phrase
for
The
me.
the whole basement is completely fucking full. Like it's bananas. There must have been 300 people in
Yeah.
this fucking tiny house. And the neighbors came over the next day and were like, yo, y'all can't be throwing these parties. And we're like, oh shit, man, we're sorry. We're too loud. Whatever. Like, you got to invite us, dog. And like, that was literally
All you have to do is just
they were just
invite
like, yo, dude, we got people coming through. Just don't call the cops. They had like, they were selling crack or something. They had like people through the house, like pull in the driveway, honk the horn, quick transaction and out the door. And then they let us use
Yeah.
our Wi-Fi for a while. So Rockford's got some good people in it.
Yeah.
I think we had a video or two to watch.
Yeah,
before
we do.
Do we?
Never get to those.
What do we want to start with? Do you want to start with Ian's? Or do you
I
wanna
like this
start
one. This one is
Yeah,
funny.
Ian had a
since-
bunch of shots.
So yeah, I'm a welder, and I'll have to practice
Yeah,
wearing our
yeah.
PPE when we do things. I see a lot of people out there who don't use theirs, i.e., their welding jackets or their hoods.
In fact, welders wouldn't be shit without machinists. You're welcome.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you some praise when you guys start sending me the parts that are made in the right dimensions.
Complain about the engineers like we all do.
Yeah, engineers eat a dick.
Fuck engineers.
Sorry, cousin Zach, if you're listening. I know you're an engineer. I love you.
Oh my god, this dude's head is on fire.
My man's
So, yeah,
hair is
this,
on fire.
This is why you have to wear a welding cap.
The fuck? Wait, hold the fuck up.
Okay, how does he go like?
You're not a
good
welder if you haven't
6
set yourself on
seconds?
fire.
But how does he not realize?
Legit,
for like
I've done
6
that. I was
seconds?
welding in sandals the other day. It was a giant mistake.
Oh, we had a guy in school when we were doing pipe where he was welding. He was sitting underneath the pipe, and all the sparks were just going right into his crotch. And someone quickly had to take off their jacket and throw it over him.
Dude, I do all my I do all my welding on like chassis.
Dude,
and
I
exhaust
counted.
stuff.
Yeah.
It took like
But I
8
do it
seconds
over
for
my
me to
head.
figure it
Oh,
out.
overhead's fun.
I've had so many fucking berries land in my shoes. It's the worst. But this is by far the worst. I've never had my like
Entire
hair.
skull go up and
No.
He looks like the
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
I've had it down the pants. I've had it down the shoes. I've
Oh,
had
I get it
on the bottoms
everywhere.
of my foot. I've had it everywhere. But
Down the
this
sleeve is probably the worst.
It's pretty bad, dude.
Or I mean, I wear a welding
crazy,
cap, but
dude.
every now and again one will fly over and land on the back of my head. When I got some pretty long hair in the back, and yeah, every now and again you smell some burning hair.
We call it luxurious.
That's wild.
Getting hit with wire wheel really sucks, though. Anyone who follows me on Snapchat saw that I got a big chunk of wire wheel stuck in my leg.
What
Think
if
I
just
just-
let go?
I saw that.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit here being.
Before you
Tell me
press
how to
play.
do. Don't tell me how to live.
I'm just saying. I saw you hover over the.
I am
play
so sick of you guys telling me how to live.
But speaking of being
I will
safe,
mute you,
programmed
Shibby.
you. We programmed you.
You barely exist.
You barely exist.
No, wait, that's Ian. I'll mute him. I'm muting you.
He has the power. So speaking of being safe, don't do shit like this, people.
I think his ankle is broken.
Disintegrated into dust.
What? Hold on. No, back it up.
Yeah, let's see that
Replay.
again. I wish they had slow-mo options on these video players.
What the? Oh, fuck. God
Dude,
damn.
I've fallen from some heights and falling from like
What was he thinking? Like, did he think that was going to go well?
3
falling
feet
from,
can
like-
hurt.
Do you think that board
it was
was
like 3 to 4 feet. If you don't fall just
Shake your
right,
ankle
it can
up, yeah.
really fuck you up for like a day.
Yeah.
So, dude, I can't even imagine.
What do you think that board was like invincible?
Have you seen the guys that skate? I don't have it pulled up, but like the guys that skateboarded, they made a glass skateboard.
Yeah, those things are
We're gonna
fucking
and
stupid.
It literally just instantly shatters.
Why would you even try that? There's
They
a
make
reason
like
those
clear
don't
plastic
exist.
ones too.
No,
They're
because
dumb.
there's a lot of like. Here's the thing. So I understand the concept.
It's a
because there's
bougie thing.
No, it's not that. There's a concept of like, oh, no one's done this. The fact
There's
is,
a reason why no one did it.
But you need to think for like 20 minutes and be like, why did no one do this? But these are just children that are like, no
Yeah.
one's done this. We're going to be the greatest. And realistically, like you could have been. Like you could have been the guy that invented the steam engine, or you could be just some moron who blew himself up.
a
And
glass
literally what
skateboard
it
is a few steps away from
It's
the
a few
steam
steps away
engine.
from a steam engine.
It's not
I'll
a great
grant you that.
idea.
I'll grant you that.
Try to grind with a glass skateboard.
It wasn't even trying to grind. They tried to drop in and it immediately shattered into
Like it
1,000
would.
pieces.
So, oh yeah, this is a good one.
Oh, I've actually
This is
seen
me getting
one.
out of one problem and
No, this
immediately
is-
into another one.
Well,
Oh, yeah, I've
do
seen
we want to
this.
talk about that or no?
No.
I was going to say.
Oh no, I haven't seen this.
So
Actually.
is this just Ian in a week? Is that what that is? Ironically, right back into a
I find
gash.
that's a good analogy for people who ask for advice and then just don't take it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Shibby, how you doing?
And the raccoon walked out of the forest and just started looking at
I don't know
me.
what he's
the-
talking about.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Don't know what you're talking about.
But no, legitimately, like that is genuinely a joke about just falling right back into gash.
I would never. Oh, I've also seen this and I love this video.
Oh yeah.
You think we're gonna get claimed? Hey,
haven't
look,
talked
I
about
literally
music
liked
yet.
it.
This
My name
feels-
is literally on there liking it.
This feels oh, it is you actually.
Yeah, I ha-ha'd this
This
years
feels
ago.
this feels very reminiscent of the what the fuck is up, Denny's?
Yeah, that's my
No,
first thought.
this is next level. This is beyond that.
Oh well, shit. Now I'm excited.
Yeah, this reminds me of my first band. I was a terrible vocalist
we
when I
gotta
first
get
started.
Please turn it down.
I don't think we're gonna
Nice
get
kill,
fucking
by the way.
strike for this shit.
It was a joke. The hits aren't even on at this point.
Is this Dance Gavin Dance? I say that with love. I actually like Dance Gavin Dance people.
Yeah, no, their music sucks ass.
And I love it.
This is literally like, hey, we're in 9th grade. How hardcore can we be? And they're like, well, I don't know. I've heard of Slipknot. And they're like, well, we'll do that. Actually, that's surprisingly close.
Yeah, it is.
That's not bad.
I miss live music.
No, I used to play. And I'm not proud of this. I guess this might be.
This is what every band's gonna sound like after
But
COVID.
like, I used to play in a punk band. Sorry if anybody who was in that band listens to this, but we were trash. We were absolute garbage. Literally, my drummer, and I love him to death. He's one of the coolest people ever. But he wrote a song when we were in. I don't know. Like we must have been on like I don't know. We were sophomores or something. He wrote this song for us, and because we listened to a lot of like kind of poly punk and whatever,
Yeah.
like there was a lot of like mention of anarchy and stuff like that because it was the 70s and shit. So he wrote a song called Anarchy in the Land, and I can only remember the first verse, and it was like, fuck the government and burn the flag. Anarchy now rules the land. And I was like, well, this is garbage. This is the worst. I was like, I tried everything to get it out of the set list, and we got it out most of the time, but occasionally would fall in, and we played like, I think maybe
You just
4.
hanging your head as you're playing.
We might have played 4 shows.
Yeah.
We played after Joel Rifkin and the Dead Hookers, and we got fucking annihilated by these.
More shows than my band played.
Sorry, we'll mark that. I'll mark that. I said oh my god, I marked it. Whoopsie. But anyway, we got fucking annihilated by
Almost
these
made
idiots. And then the next time we played at the ELB, shout out to Emmanuel Lutheran.
yeah, the ELB.
One of the worst shows I've ever played. And then my singer thought it was like super hardcore to write like kill yourself on his chest and take his shirt off mid-set
Dude,
at
that's
a church.
so edgy.
He's so fucking edge. He's also a really good stand-up comic right now. Shout out David Rader. But we did that, and then we did a show at LT's, and that was actually
Nice.
pretty. It was pretty solid. Like back when LT's was actually pretty
remember
legit. They would have
LT's.
let us drink, but we were all stupid as fuck, and we're like, oh no, we're just not gonna drink. So we just left. And then we played one more show at a tiny little bar in Belvedere. I can't remember the name of it to save my life. And my dad showed up and was just like, "Oh, I want to see you guys." Whatever. And we played without our drummer because he like had something to do that night.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
So our
Drummers.
our fill-in drummer, we were like, well, whatever. It's all 4/4 punk rock time. He played just 4/4 punk. It was the worst ever.
Oh, at least you found a band.
We got through two
a
songs and we were
drummer.
like, well, this is literally the worst thing we've ever played. We're gonna go ahead. Like we acknowledged it to the crowd, like, hey guys, we don't suck this bad ever. This is and it's not his fault. It's our fault for thinking this was a good idea.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of drunk idiots. So we're going to go ahead and call it right here. Sorry for wasting your time. Have a good night. And we just packed up and left.
Jesus.
Damn.
And that was pretty much the end of that.
But at least we were able to find another drummer. I've seen bands that play without drummers.
Oh, yeah, that would have been way worse.
Really?
That would have
Yeah.
been so
How
much
do you
worse.
do that?
I have.
Like backtrack the drums?
Yep.
Or do you just not
No,
play
yeah,
them
you
at all?
just drum machine.
It was that
I've
Neil
seen
B
that.
show.
That's okay. I mean, that works, I guess. Better than nothing, but
By the way, shout out fucking, I don't remember their name, but fucking Librarian's Quest of the Sphere was a dope song.
I don't know what
Fuck
that
are
is.
you
Oh,
talking
god damn it.
about?
No, you guys don't remember. Well, all right. So I went to school with the drummer. Ah, damn it. Can't remember his name now. Doesn't matter.
Perfect timing.
It doesn't matter. Is there
I should remember their
anything
name. His
else that we
Librarian's
had-
Quest
I
of the
think I
Sphere.
might have
Sick
sent
fucking
a
song.
few more.
Oh, I know you did. Ian, you never let me down.
Dude, by the way, everybody,
This is a good
Oh,
if it
jeez.
wasn't for Ian, this podcast wouldn't exist. This man is literally the
I'm going to be the one that gets taken down, though, for sure.
Oh, yeah, we're for sure going to get you canceled, but
I mean, can we
for
show
the
this one on
listening
YouTube?
audience, this is a man who put a giant dildo that apparently has a hole through it as his shower head.
I figured I had to bring some weird shit that would make Alex also uncomfortable.
It didn't make me that uncomfortable, actually.
Nothing? Sex dolls completely like cringed you, but that's fine.
That was just kind of cool.
I have literally nothing to add to that because
I don't know
right.
what you can.
Now, this is something I found, and this is like one of those things that it's not really funny necessarily.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you always want to see happen. You just don't think it's ever going to happen.
is that Questlove?
So I'll have to explain it before we
Looks
play
kinda
it.
like
But this guy, like, I guess murdered
looks
these
like
guys'
Questlove.
mother, you know?
Or-
So
all right,
you're
all right.
always
Reggie
like, you
Watts.
just want to go beat that person's ass or go
Yeah.
kill that person. So they
So we
did
all
it.
think about it in
Yeah,
court.
and they
Yeah,
did
okay,
it.
okay,
They did
okay.
it. So let's
okay,
watch
all right.
that.
I'm interested. We got a minute. We got a full minute of this. Oh, so he actually went for it.
Oh, they both did. Two of their sons.
Honestly, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that the bailiffs are letting this happen.
Get him, get him, get
I'm
him.
not trying to let it happen.
I'm impressed with the bailiffs because they're like, please don't let this happen. Please don't let that happen.
just
Like,
kicking them in.
if I was the bailiff, I'd be like, oh no, what happened? I couldn't stop it.
Right.
Oh darn.
I had a really bad stomachache that day, and I had to go to the
I
bathroom.
couldn't do it, man. That guy got right to the fucking guy who killed his mom. That's unfortunate.
She's like, get him.
All right,
I think that's just. I think that's like the murderer's mom is
screaming.
screaming like, "Please don't kill my baby!" It's like your baby
killed
killed
your
someone
mom?
else's mom.
No, I think it's saying the cops to leave the person alone that's attacking them because they tasered him afterwards just
That
to
was-
like control it.
No, he just. Oh man.
But that was pretty cool. I mean, in a weird way, you know, it was one of
In
those
a
things
weird way,
like,
I
you
mean,
know,
like,
like
you
you're
know,
happy that kind of happened. and
Kind of,
stuff.
man. It's like,
in
what
what
would you
weird
do?
way was that
Exactly.
okay?
No, no,
'Cause
no,
I'm
dude. It's-
confused on
it's a-
what was happening.
It's a what
You
would
were
you do?
drunk.
Because like legitimately, how many court cases have you seen where like the thing is clearly there's so much evidence and
The
somebody
murderer
gets
definitely
away
did
with
it.
it.
And he's like laughing about it. or
Someone
some
like gets
shit.
away with
Okay.
it, and
So
they
whatever.
got
It's
out
like,
of-
oh
they got
no,
out and
I
beat his
got
ass.
20
Yeah.
years or something, and they're like, well, I got no more life without my fucking mom, and no
Yeah.
one ever gets it.
Yeah.
And you're
So
always
I-
I'm
thinking of
sorry,
people
like,
doing
and
that.
I know this is a hard
I
stand.
misconstrued that. I misconstrued.
It's a hard
I
stance,
figured,
but
no offense,
I'm
I
with him.
figured
Like
you're
I said,
taking this
if
part of
I
it.
was the bailiff, I'd have been
Oh,
like, oh
no.
no, I guess he
Yeah.
got to him.
Oh,
Darn.
no.
Did the guy get stabbed? Oh man, that's terrible. Now we got to clean up the blood.
right?
Get him out.
Oh, you killed him? Oops.
Cry
sorry.
harder.
Darn, I should have had a Snickers before lunch.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of Snickers, this is also something that feels like Rockford in spirit.
legitimately,
Full
this is-
screen this.
I'm working on it. I didn't mean to click play, but also I want a Snickers.
She's hungry.
Damn.
Well,
I'm guessing this was at a KFC.
I was gonna say, do we want to mention where it's from?
That's definitely KFC.
Yeah,
This just
kid.
feels wrong.
Come on, lady. These people make minimum wage. Leave them the fuck alone.
It's not just that, man. Oh man.
Do it.
Make my sandwich.
The Karen of all Karens.
Hurry.
Now! Now, stop your bitch! Do it! Give us some meat now! Let's give us some chicken!
He's so calm. He's just like, man, please stop.
This is just
standing
another day for him.
Let's give us chicken!
What is?
Do it right here! No, that's shit!
up.
Why is he gonna get fired?
for giving her
So,
food?
so listen, I'm no expert. I'm just a
Drugs.
former addict. But this feels like meth because they always say that and it's a Dr. Drew thing or whatever, but cocaine, you go away from the cops. Meth, you go towards
them.
them.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
This feels like meth. This feels like going towards authority. Because somehow you feel like everything is okay. Or benzos. Honestly, this could be, but she seems too animated for benzos. This feels way too animated for Xanax. I feel really disgraced because I kind of hooked up with a girl who looked sort of like her.
Oh my God, maybe it's her, dude.
I mean,
That's what you did after you hooked up with her.
No, she seems pretty normal now.
Dropped her off
but
at
then again,
KFC
I mean,
and then she went inside and did this.
she's a nice girl.
I don't go to that KFC anymore.
That is some straight up Rockford shit.
Yeah, you know, doesn't that feel like
literally.
Rockford in the spirit? I thought so.
Well, listen,
I really
guys.
thought it did.
I don't know about you guys. I don't know what else you have to talk about. I'm kind of fucked up.
I'm pretty sure we're at a good time to stop.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I think we've hit it for this episode. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to the viewers. This one might not have been the greatest one.
I think
but-
it's perfectly
Probably
fine.
not.
I think we had
besides
a
these two
great
drunken
time.
idiots, but we.
All right, well,
We
listen,
did
motherfucker.
it. We did it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, next episode they'll both be muted because I have control over that.
you.
See you next week,
Then the
motherfucker.
episode-
See you next week,
Then the
motherfucker.
episode-